Fellow Ambazonians, brothers and sisters at home and in the diaspora, today we gather once more to mark the most sacred day in our revolutionary history, October 1st, the day we celebrate the restoration of our sovereignty. It was on this day that the trusteeship of the United Nations ended, and our sovereignty was affirmed. The world may have tried to steal it, trade it, or bury it, but history testifies that we did obtain our independence. Betrayal does not erase existence. A stolen treasure is still a treasure, and stolen things must be restored legally. Today, we proclaim before the world, Ambazonia has restored her sovereignty, and we are ready to defend it morally, intellectually, and territorially from all enemies, both internal and external. Some have argued that if we say the so-called joining did not take place, then independence never occurred. But according to the United Nations records, our independence was achieved. Lawyers insist that because no lawful joining took place, independence was incomplete. Yet, the undeniable fact is that the United Nations British trusteeship ended on the 1st of October 1961. What then is our status today? We are a sovereign people, no longer under Britain, no longer under Nigeria, no longer under any other country, but annexed by the French Republic of Cameroon. To those thought leaders who wrestle with this argument, I say, Happy Sovereignty Day. Dear Southern Cameroonians, fellow comrades, this day is not only about freedom, it is about sacrifice. For decades, our fathers and precursors bore the cost to keep October 1st alive. They were mocked, arrested, tortured, imprisoned, and killed, simply for daring to remember. Yet they defied fear and raised our banner under the shadow of colonial brutality. To them I say thank you. Thank you for refusing to let truth be buried. Thank you for teaching us never to forget. Because of you, we now stand as the generation that must complete the dream. Let us honor the precursors of this contemporary wave, Gojidinka, Ambassador Foson, Mfo Ngalamfo, Mulanjoli Tumbe, Abed Mokon, Bate Bison, Professor Anyangwe, Dr. Ngumni, Justice Alobwede, and countless others who gave us the weapons of truth and justice to launch the resistance. You lead the path we now walk. Generations unborn will bless your names, but let us also remember this truth. The end qualifies the beginning. Many started well, but finished as traitors. Their names now sit on the pages of shame. Only those who finish the course faithfully will be remembered with honor. Dear countrymen and women, this year's celebration is no ordinary one. It is the 8th October 1st since the escalation of our struggle in 2017. In divine mathematics, 7 marks completion. 8 ushers in a new beginning. This is the dawn of a new era in Ambazonia. I salute our hundreds of thousands of refugees scattered across Nigeria, Africa, the Middle East, Asia, Europe, and the Americas, enduring hardship, yet holding the flag high. I salute our comrades in prison for daring to defend their families and communities. I salute those whose livelihood have been destroyed, but whose spirits remain unbroken. I salute our civil society actors who labor quietly on the ground. Your sacrifices will not be in vain. For 8 long years, the French Republic of Cameroon, backed by France and aided by complicit allies, has tested our resolve militarily and diplomatically. On November 30, 2017, Biya arrogantly declared this senseless war of assimilation, thinking it would last only a few weeks. He called us, the true owners of the land, terrorists for daring to resist his false authority. But his arrogance bet his worst nightmare, Ambazonia. These state terrorists have lost the war. They are now left with torturing, butchering, and maiming our innocent civilians. They are soft targets. They rape our women and extort money from them, and called all this honneur et fidélité. Within the past 30 days in Bamenda alone, corpses were littered everywhere. Near St. Mary Soledad Catholic Hospital in Bamenda on the 12th of September, similar tragedies struck Bamenda on the 19th of August 2025. A taxi driver and a pregnant woman were killed in a high-speed chase by a French Cameroon state terrorist vehicle. On Saturday, 9th August 2025, the state terrorist commander at Hilltop Bingo summoned the inhabitants of that area to his brigade and began to torture them mercilessly. Many of the victims sustained life-threatening injuries. He demanded ransom from each of them before letting them go. This is the war they are fighting against Ambazonia. But today, Cameroon bleeds silently. Their army is demoralized. Thousands of soldiers lie forgotten in bushes. Thousands more have deserted, and many languish in mental health wards in Douala and Yaoundé. Meanwhile, Ambazonia's self-defense forces, once armed with catapults and sticks, are today masters of their terrain. You are amongst the best guerrilla fighters on the continent, known not only for your tenacity, but for your discipline. French Cameroon could not conquer you when you had nothing. What can they do you now? Nothing. The world now admits the truth. Only a negotiated settlement can end this conflict. You Ambazonian state armed forces, you have won the first round in blood. The next round will be fought on the table, where only integrity and uncompromising patriotism must speak. This is why we need leaders of character, not opportunists making deals for themselves, not infiltrators that will betray the cause, but tested patriots loyal to the cause. Dear French Cameroon neighbors, your country is sinking. It is sinking under corruption and incompetence. Your economy is in a free fall. The so-called emergence 2035 is nothing but a race to the bottom. Your per capita GDP is now only next to that of Central Africa, about $1,800, below that of Chad, far below that of Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, and Congo. The giant of CEMAC is now the least in CEMAC. Your sickness as a country has worsened since Biya declared this senseless war on Ambazonia. Your general productivity is spiraling down. Your service sector is dying under political uncertainty, insecurity, and corruption. Your country is truly on life support, with no hope of recovery. This plane is going to crash, and there is no pilot in the cockpit. If you do nothing short of a revolution, you will all perish. If you take your destiny in your hands, maybe some of you will survive. Election is a scam. Stand up for your freedom. It is not enough to say Ambazonia is right. We will not fight for you. Fight for your children. This is not a Bulu or Biya Republic. This is your country. To those partners of Cameroon who still support Cameroon, you should be prepared to follow her to the grave. It will take a miracle for French Cameroon to resurrect. Otherwise, we welcome you to Ambazonia so we can forge a clear, stable, and prosperous future for our mutual interests. Amazonia is not a lawless, corrupt, and evil or unpredictable jungle like La République du Cameroon. We are a nation of gentlemen and ladies. Dear partners and stakeholders, as Madiba Nelson Mandela once said, our attitude towards any country is determined by their attitude towards our struggle. The United States remains our most trusted ally. We continue to engage the U.S. institutions to help facilitate a peaceful and lasting solution to this ugly conflict. But we no longer place hope in a do-nothing United Nations. That is why we are establishing the Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia Diplomatic Commission, ADC, a structure dedicated to preparing and equipping our delegation for the inevitable dialogue and negotiations. Civil society experts and competent patrons with clean record will be invited. We must succeed where Foncha and his delegation failed. Fellow Ambazonians, yesterday history was written again. The 2025 Ambazonia Stakeholder Constituent Assembly held in Washington. That was our true supreme organ. And we proved to the world by holding this conference that our state is restored, that our institutions are alive, that our leadership is disciplined and undeterred. We strategize for victory while French Cameroon braces for collapse. By overwhelming majority, you asked me to continue piloting the affairs of our nation. I accept with humility and a sacred vow, because leadership is not a trophy. It is a call for more sacrifice. In the coming days, I will appoint a vice president and a working government. By that I mean small, competent, disciplined, loyal, and focused. Our mission is clear: to prepare with unity and discipline for the final phase of this struggle. The Assembly adopted far-reaching resolutions, including a blueprint for negotiations rooted in justice, dignity, and self-determination. Commitment to transparency and accountability. Strengthening governance, diplomacy, and self-defense. A roadmap for full independence. And the first 100-day policies and actions. Ambazonia is no longer walking aimlessly. We are advancing at high speed. The world now takes us more seriously than ever before. Fellow countrymen and women at home, as Yaoundé prepares its so-called elections, let the world be reminded there are no République du Cameroun elections in Ambazonian soil. We declare a total boycott of the Cameroon's election in Ambazonia. From tomorrow, October the 2nd, until the 14th, we will observe a sit-at-home strike and lockdown across our territory. Why? One, because Ambazonia did not call for elections. Number two, because the exercise itself is a charade and a provocation. Number three, because every election cycle, this junta uses violence to stoke fear, silence opposition, and in the process destroy many innocent lives. By staying indoors, shutting the towns, and refusing to participate, we declare Ambazonia is not Cameroon. My final charge to you all, fellow compatriots. On this 64th Independence Day, let us renew our courage, deepen our unity, and strengthen our stubborn determination. The finish line is close. History has already crowned our cause with justice. Now, we must crown it with victory. Let us march together with faith, discipline, and relentless hope. Let us journey to Boya as one people, united, focused, and unstoppable. That is the greatest assignment handed to our generation. Long live Ambazonia. Happy Independence Day, and God bless you all. Thank you.